Got my coffee. Oh, wait, I said I put on some music for them while they're waiting for my coffee. How's it going, everyone? We have some good. I don't know what I was going to say. We have some good news. In a way, I guess it's sort of some good news. They've developed their special team to be able to study the UFOs. But when you see who the team consists of, well, you're going to say, yeah, it figures. National Geographic. Um, Ever notice how the History Channel, National Geographic, they'll start talking about UFOs, and sometimes they show some footage of NASA that they say it's rare, that nobody else has, that they were able to get their hands on. Do you think NASA would want to expose, of all people, the History Channel, National Geographic, with so many people watching them? It always fascinates me. And I always say they have a constructed team that any freelancer they want to talk to NASA, or to be on a project or something like that, you can be sure that it's not just any Tom, Dick, or Harry that's going to be there. Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Susan. Going to add a woman in that expression. It's racist if not. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully my sky is going to be a lot better than it is right now, guys, because it's not too good. The Orionids are peaking this evening, October 21st. We should see actually quite a few meteor showers, falling stars, maybe 20 an hour, something like that. So that should be pretty cool. Mr. Peter Benton, only just see how long I last. Hello, everyone here. Thank you very much. Yes, of course, because Mr. Benton, it's pretty late for my friend Mr. Benton in his area. It is pretty late, and I don't know why everything looks so weird right now. Let's see if I can do something without screwing anything up. That should be okay. There we are. Hello, Leah, Karen 18, always the same amazing people. Donnie Foster, Pink Dude in the house, Bobana, Lisa B. Thank you very much. Did you like the little waiting music? Jeopardy waiting music? It was that or crickets. So I said, yeah, I'm hot tonight. Ooh, Bruce and his little audio. Funny. It was funny. I'm hoping that I'm going to get the sky tonight. The sky is not looking very good, but I hope I will be able to get it tonight. UFOs is what I want to get. The sun is not so active this week, so obviously that's why they're going to send up a team. But is it the team they're sending up to do the studies, or is it just a ground team that's going to be studying it? I haven't read the article yet. It's a short article, maybe 4 or 5 minutes that we'll be able to read together, because of course that's what we're all waiting for. We're waiting for the UFO reports. Remember when they said that they were going to have several UFO reports, probably more this year? There should have been more this year. I don't know if they're going to wait till December to do it, but there was a problem. The Air Force declared not wanting to talk about any more UFO sightings. And the team that they formed, of course, are going to be studying and documenting unclassified UFO sightings. So, if they're unclassified, it doesn't necessarily mean they're classified, but I hope the unclassified sightings and data, because they say data. And don't forget the unclassified video, the Pentagon video, at the beginning of the video, 2 videos ago, that you saw Pentagon people talking, that was unclassified video, but it was classified. And of course, you can hear it at the beginning. They say, well, just to be sure to take off your badges because this is going to be on video. So anyways, and the Pentagon is saying it's nice to be up above with the people on Earth, above Earth. They would be talking to the people in front of them. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been talking about people like that. I could just see this little gnome come out with the crooked little clipped ears coming out of the Pentagon basement. It feels so good to be on ground level. They have a basement, the Pentagon, but well, so they say. They probably have a lot more, but in general, there's lots of different cross sections. But hey, thanks for coming in, everyone. We have Damn. Hello to you, Elias. Elias, come as someone to me. Christopher Rollins. Hey, Jay Henry, how's it going, my friend? KM in the house. I made it for another live stream, guys. Everything's doing good. So are they. Not going to talk about it. Z Spin. Hey, thanks, Scott Lee. Like I said, always the same good people coming by. Elias, how's it going, everyone? I got up a short video between the streams of that sky, and Lisa Eckerly, or Eckerl, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lisa wanted me to put it up on this side. She goes, it was a members video, but she goes, try to put it up. I didn't put the whole video up. I put a short part of it, but you saw in the last video, it's the supposed sun that China's sending up into the sky. So there's a lot of people that were confused. Is it still in the sky? I don't believe it is, because they're supposed to leave it in the atmosphere, but of course they have other tests to do. So it got as hot as, it was 5 times as hot, and then it was 6 times as hot, and now 10 times as hot. The maximum registered 2 million something degrees, 10 times hotter than the sun. And they have to fix out some quirks and glitches. Could you imagine that falling to Earth with the heat 10 times the heat of the sun? It would fall between 2 houses. Could you, I mean, think of it. The sun falling between 2 houses, what would happen? Everything would burn up. That's crazy stuff. I don't understand that how they can do all that. I really don't understand how they can do that. All that. Oh, this just in for Artemis 1. That's it. That's all I got. Artemis 1. Artemis 1, the launch is set back to November. Other launches are being set back. The war, of course, is setting back everything. The weather is setting back everything. And of course, the sun. So I really don't think they're going to go. Actually, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the sun had never even been in a solar maximum. We're leading up to solar maximum 25. They probably still wouldn't have even gone to the moon. We have yet to see if they're going to go. We have yet to see if they can go. Unfortunately, they lost the way. If you could believe that in any way, there's no documentation. They were preparing for years to go to the moon, but there's no documentation on how they went. Unfortunately, if anybody believes that, you're more naive than I think. For sure. He says, I'm awake. I'm alive. Hang in there, bud. I hope your colds are doing better, man. I hope that damn bug, I can say it was definitely a virus or flu that you had for sure. Again, KM Adam Truth Finders in the house. Thank you so much. Barb Weast. How's it going, Barb Weast? Thank you so much for the shout outs, Barb. Also at the same time, always saying nice things about the channel. I love you for it, Barb. Hey, I appreciated the tour around the house. That was really cool. So Barb's taking care of some cats. Lucky cats, I tell you. I bet you there's lots in your area, in your neck of the woods. I'm not even that deep in the woods, Barb, and I have so many bloody cats coming around the house. And unfortunately, it's like you, a lot of them are just baby. Well, it's because grandma, mom had one of your mom cats had a baby, but here it's always a bunch of baby cats that wind up in the yard in the back, unfortunately, because people in town don't want to take care of the cats, so they go drop it off in the field and back. A1's in the house. NASA is a complete hoax corporation. Absolutely. And I would say that they're doing pretty good at raising money with what they're doing. You know, they raise money for James Webb. They're doing a secret project, but that money that they're raising for the secret project, they don't tell anyone what they're going to do. They do a brief explanation, you know, since you will be funding a couple of millions of dollars, well, we're going to give you a briefing on exactly what's going to happen to make you, you know, feel important. We get some helmets, some stickers, and you'll be at the suppers there, and the balls and the gala or whatever. That's what they do. They have funding to raise money, and then they don't tell people what they're doing with the money. And that's aside from all the other money that would have disappeared from other areas. Like, I'm not going to dare venture into the fact that they could have, for whatever the reason, all that money that was missing from the Federal Reserve a couple of years back, trillions of dollars. Like, you'd give me trillions of dollars, I probably couldn't even fit all that money in my house. So I don't know how somebody can lose trillions of dollars very easily. Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum is now going into schools. Not him. He's sending people into schools to go and force the kids to eat bugs, mealworms. I tell you, I will lose a lot of weight when it comes down to that. But you know what? Don't stress yourselves out with that, my friends. You don't have to do what they're saying. It's a suggestion they have. Good luck selling your bugs, idiots. Parasites in insects, crickets. You'd be sick if you ate crickets and stuff. So I think it's pretty a little silly, Klaus Schwab. But here's the reaction. I have a video here, just some audio of the kids in the classroom when they were asked to try the bugs. There it is. It's a bit longer here. Hang on. There's the other kid here. No, it doesn't look like he wants to have any of the. Oh my gosh, we live in a clown world, I think. That's good, man. If you're early, that means you're ahead of the pack today. That's awesome. Hey, Michel Sagnier. Hello, everyone. Bonjour, mon frère. Merci beaucoup, Michel. Sharon Lucas, thank you. Merci. Thanks again for coming back, Miss Lisa B. Whoop, she disappeared quickly. Star Hunter's in the house. Andrew's in the house. Good vibes, you, man. Thanks. Bobana. We got Martin Conyard in the house. Hey, Bruce, and hi, everyone. Southern England. Whoop, he just disappeared. We'll wait till he comes back. There he is. Southern England representing. Thank you very much, you guys. Hello to you, Martin Conyard, and family. Mono Gris, muchas gracias, amiga. Mi canal de investigación. Hola. Buenas noches. And not buenas nachos. Gracias, Mono Gris. We have all the same good people here in the house. Has anyone thought about when DART missile hit asteroid? It hit it dead on. Yeah, I know. It's like at so many hundreds of light years away, or thousands of light years away, or hundreds, I don't know. And hit it dead on, and not in the side. Yes, exactly. Tells me it's dead headed towards Earth. Now you see, that's interesting, because you see, when they went to the asteroids, they were supposedly, I guess, going face to the asteroid. They were over top of it and came downwards as they were going headwards, facewards. But it does look like they hit it head on, Christopher. I saw the video, and you're right about that. Of course, is that descent to a line to get it, but yeah, in general, it looks like where they were going, they arrived in space exactly in front of the satellite moon, the smaller moon beside the asteroid, absolutely in front of it. So, yes, I'm also going to confirm to you that it is coming towards Earth, because it's going to actually skim Earth in a couple of days. I don't know when exactly. It could be a couple days, but it will. Those two asteroids are going to, and I say skim, going to come within maybe 1.5 million miles or kilometers or whatever from Earth. But yes, it is on a direction towards Earth. But like I said, they say that it's going to be on 1.5 million kilometers. Do you think I have no idea, but it is Christopher Rollins definitely coming towards Earth. Is it towards to hit? I don't know, but the stupid part is watch it get closer to Earth because they actually hit it. I don't know if you guys heard the last one. I think you did because you were here. Dart, they did succeed to hit it, and they made this massive plume in the sky. James Webb either showed or has yet to show it. I think they did. But the problem is it created a tail end, and then the tail end created a second tail end on the object. And now they're saying that the tail end is widening out, and it's an anomaly. They have no idea why that's happening. Actually, they're going to be studying it. Like they just hit it. Did they drop a bomb on it? We're talking about in the first stream. Did they actually hit it with a nuke, or did they just hit it with something as big as a dryer? I really don't see what that would do. Like I'm going to send my dryer and fridge there. I'm going to send my fridge to run into Mars. I don't think it's going to move very well. Of course, Mars and an asteroid not quite the same in size, but who knows? Apparently, they were able to divert that asteroid. They were able to change the orbiting time, probably of about 32 minutes, I think, 33 minutes. We talked about that in the first stream. So it is interesting. Apparently, they're saying it is good news that they are going to be able to prevent larger asteroids in an inevitable moment where an asteroid will hit Earth, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So that's what they say, because there are several asteroids on their way to Earth. There's 2032. There's a couple of dates that asteroids are going to come by. And the ones that go by, like, for example, Oumuamua, well, it came by and did a rotation around an orbit around the sun. When it went back out into interstellar space or towards the constellation of Lyra, who says it's not going to come back, and that when it comes back, well, it's going to be a lot closer to Earth, or it could be a lot further to Earth, because everything's always in motion and in movement. And look at the name they gave Oumuamua. They found that in 2021, right? It's like they just found that. It's not an asteroid that they've known of that has been here for a long time yet. It obviously has. They call it an alien asteroid. It has no characteristics of the typical asteroids, which are basically all potato shaped. Darla Lem is in the house. Creepin' Jay, how's it going, guys? Thanks, eh? Trassar in the house. Hey, guys, good Friday. Good Friday, you too, man. Yeah, Lisa B, it was the best waiting music. What I was going to do is going to keep it for if somebody says, Bruce, how far is the sun from Earth? I would have gone. Hold on, let me see here. God, I feel so stupid tonight. A guy can have so much fun with a Jeopardy song, which I'll probably get taken down the video because I'm using it. Hello, my brother, Michel Sagny, an amazing supporter. Michel is on the French channel, comes to the English channel, and I see him talking really good about the channel on other channels. So that's always really cool. He's been around here a couple of years. Fait longtemps que Simon Michel, c'est bien apprécié, mon frère. Hey, Pete, the Pen One, thank you so much, bro, for coming back. Good evening, all. Moon mods, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Plenty of good vibes. I feel like something good is going to happen. Oh, itchy. I feel like something good is going to happen. I feel this week, maybe less than a week. It's like we're due for some good news, eh? There's been a lot of bad news, but the left, they're running now. The World Economic Forum, they're worried. So whatever they wanted to do with their agenda, they're set back many years. But now they are arresting a whole bunch of people. Alex Jones is bringing is going back to court. There's some things that they did that were not legitimate. Of course, the whole court was a, how does he call it, a kangaroo court or a clown court. It's just a show court, a court. So thanks again, Pete. So and Steve Bannon, for those of you who don't know him, well, he's now in jail for 4 months, apparently, for having not presented himself to the January 6th committee when they obviously, I think they subpoenaed him. Alpha Kush, salute. Thanks very much, man. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Celiaos. So they're forming a team. It's just in the news. Hey, Vincent, how's it going? Thanks for coming back, you guys. Indianapolis is here, Bruce. Great show earlier. Hey, thank you very much. Had to go back to work. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, we're all so busy, but I think it's really cool that you guys from work take the time to listen in. Hey, thanks so damn much for that. Jay Henry, 100%. I believe it is slow disclosure. Yeah. It's a definite slow disclosure. Look at it the way you want. You have the Office of National Intelligence has the new logos on their literal logo now with a literal big ass UFO on the bottom. The same ones that Bob Lazar had showed, the same kind of style. They got the triangle now. And of course, in the logo, it's blue because their logo is blue. But I'm surprised they didn't put it black. And they added that triangle in their logo with an arrow that's further than all the jets and the planes. And they have the arrow, they have the line actually going up and over and scooting back over to show that it's the triangle that shifts rocks left and right. So do they have that up on their logo because they're actually studying those objects, or did they put it on their logo because they're actually using anti-gravity machines? So the goal, I said it in the first stream, the Air Force eventually wants to be able to have, instead of using airplanes for here on the ground, to probably have those ships, obviously the UFOs, to be able to get around on Earth. If that is so, you could say that we're mimicking the moon. Maybe we're getting information or informed from some of the people that are on the moon. It's never ending. And a lot of people ask me, what do you think, Bruce? I have a lot of things that I think. I don't think they went the way they told the public. I know someone is up there, and I'm not telling you that and confirming that humans aren't there. We don't know. But the Apollo landings, the way they said they went, I don't think that was right. Couple streams ago, Wednesday's stream, if I'm not mistaken, we were talking about the Hasselblad camera, even the last video. That's what they used up on the moon. A lot of speculation from an employee and a professional that works with Hasselblad says it's just literally impossible that those images on the moon were taken by that camera. Somebody before told me that it's a camera that's good for taking photographs of people, but not for walking around on the moon. So even some people that are not professionals actually know that. There's a woman here in the last stream. She actually lives close to Hasselblad. So how cool is that? Thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone. Thanks, mods. If you guys want a moon base on your wall, well, you can go to the astrophotography site and buy it as simple as a poster if you want. And it's in the details of each video. All the links are there for those who want to contribute. So thanks a lot. Who else is here? Hey, I am beyond creeped out by China's sun. And a lot of people, a lot of you guys and gals were telling me, thanks for bringing it up, Star. We're telling me maybe it's a weapon. You know, maybe it's something that is not necessarily just a sun. So their goal really is, so they say, to have free energy. So now I understood real quickly when they said that. It's that there's going to be a race to see who has the free energy first, right? So the states would have used that free energy sun by keeping it obviously underground and never showing us. But China likes to show off, and for real, and you all know it, and especially when it comes to being superior or showing some superiority when it comes to military capabilities that they can do. So The space race, Cold War, and everything a long time ago. The race to get to the moon is back on. They're doing the same thing now. Jeff Bezos is interested now because the Space Force mentioned something. I didn't talk about that. I should have. Something about the space race, and Jeff Bezos is all interested in that now. So, um, Bezos, I mean, all these people that have problems and anomalies that occurred when they're sending tourists up into space, or even practicing with empty capsules before sending someone up to space, have anomalies that occur, and it's like they don't keep us posted with what's going on. So it really is a secret society. Look at it the way you want. They talk about space in the news, but what they're saying over there and what they're telling us is nothing is the same. No, absolutely nothing's the same. The disclosures, so slow disclosure, I believe that's something that's for real, has been going on for the past 2, maybe even 3 years. Look at it the way you want. If you back up just 3, 4 years ago, there was nothing about UFOs. The last UFO report that they had brought up was way back more than 50 years ago during the Roswell incident. And there's still actually changing information about the Roswell incident. And we don't have very much to go on. We have the autopsy video that could be a movie. Absolutely. It looked convincing. I mean, it's interesting, but does it change the way I feel about, it's not because I saw an autopsy report that I'm going to say, oh, yeah, well, they really landed, but I don't know. They could have literally showed the real autopsy and just people would have said, yeah, it's a movie. We always say the opposite of everything, usually, when you think of it. Yeah, pretty weird thing to say, lol, or the badge thing. Yeah, so take your badges off because they're going to be filmed. And say it's so nice to be here out of the puzzle castle or puzzle something like that. Always nice to be above Earth. Nice to be in the sun. First of all, out in the sun. He said, they're not outside, right? Nice to be out in the sun with the people above Earth, unlike the people in the Pentagon. So a lot of people were saying, well, it's because they're in basements, so they want to come out. It's smart. It could be. But the guy is talking to a group of people in front of him. Would he have said, like, to the people in front of us, like, hey, you guys, hey, thank you so much. It's so nice to be here with the people above the earth. So who the hell is he talking about with hands up in the air? I thought it was pretty good. Oh yeah, surface dwellers we are. Definitely. Hey, CPM, how's it going? Oshawa in the house. Thank you very much. CPM, yeah, I said that right, I hope. Sir Mono Gris in the house. Hey, Chili, Sandor. Gracias, bienvenido. Thank you very much. Chile. Saludos desde Chile. Saludos desde Canada. Canada. Beautiful, beautiful place, Chile. Would love to go to Chile to see the beautiful scenery there. My goodness. Lemon Theory, Lemon Terry, bonjour. Bonsoir, oui. Good night, everyone. Merci. Backass words, weird world. UFOs return. The gods. I'm getting static electricity from this bloody microphone. It's making the hair on my mustache rise up into my nose. UFOs return the gods from the moon and waters above. Yeah, we were talking about that just a couple of months ago here. And from the oceans and waters below. Above, like below, water over and under the firmament. A lot of people are saying it when they come back to Antarctica because now it's thawing out. So they're going to finally come back. And who knows, maybe they will come back and try to make it thaw even more. That's what I got scared of. So imagine if they're coming back, they've been traveling for a long time too. I mean, you can't just assume that they're walking through portals. It could be. I don't know anymore. It's like the more information we get about space and the more that we see from the UFO reports and what NASA's saying, it's like the less we know. They're coming up with too many scenarios and theories and new things. Don't forget the UFO report. They said that they wanted to capture a UFO, to literally capture a UFO. So, have they done it? Are they going to do it? Is that why we're seeing less UFOs? Or is it just because it's always raining? I think it's more that. Yes, it really would be like a nuclear bomb. It would be horrible. It hit water and get really humid for sure. Oh yes. See, humidity, yeah, definitely brings water. Yeah, those asteroids. As a matter of fact, I think it's just an asteroid going by very close to Earth. I could predict and come up with the assumptions and theories that for sure, I'm sure you'll all agree with me, that we get a lot of hail and a lot of rain and wind. We get very hot temperatures, and the hot and the cold temperatures would clash further away, and we'd get some tornadoes, we'd get some hurricanes, and that's if an asteroid passed by Earth. We could maybe get some um, earthquakes also. It would take out some of the satellites. The ISS space station would be in danger. They'd have to move it. Well, they can move it anyways, but you got to wonder what would happen. And all that just because an asteroid would go by Earth. So, but I'm pretty sure that Betelgeuse in 219, with what happened with Betelgeuse, that would have caused all the noises we were hearing, like the trumpet sounds and the screeching, deadly sounds that we were hearing in space. If you guys didn't hear that yet, look it up. That was crazy stuff. Whether it was real or not, I think it was. That's another thing. I saw an image. It's on the blackvault.com. There's a UFO. Well, first of all, fake. It's not real. But it's an image of a NASA UFO, even though I'm sure they have them, with the NASA logos on it and 3 employees in front of it, but outside the bunkers and the NASA, like right on one of the pads. So the original image was actually a jet with 3 pilots that were in front of the jet that were smiling. And instead they put in that UFO right behind them. Looked sort of inconspicuous. But I'm really disappointed when I see that and when I hear about it, because many months ago, I think I even mentioned it here, that they found an ancient, really old sarcophage in Egypt, and that one of the Egyptians' mummies had a watch on them, and it was fake. That came out afterwards that it was fake. So a lot of stories come out. And do you ever see the one of Papa Francesco? He's pulling out from under the candle sticks the table napkin. He pulls it out and backs up. Those are deep fakes, and that's going to become a problem very soon. They had a couple of videos up of the Queen, and it was a deep fake video. And listen, it's pretty hard to tell the differences. Volodymyr Zelensky, president of Ukraine, the actor, was talking in front of green screens when he said he was supposedly in Kiev when bombs were falling. And in reality, he got caught. I think it was on Redacted. You could see the edge of the shoulder that they're actually using a green screen. Like, when someone's using a green screen, well, if I would turn my chair in as a green screen, well, you'll see a line of light around, around me, because I'm in front of the green screen. So I try to notice that more and more now, and I actually see that pretty often. Yes, it is dangerous. Could you imagine? Yes, the crickets, Donnie. Could you imagine how dangerous it would be if that sun crashed into Earth for whatever the reason? Look at it differently. Could you imagine them raising that sun up and the U.S. Shooting it down, and it falls out of the sky and just rains fire? Atlantis had a sun. There's something about Atlantis having used the sun like that, an energy sun apparently. And what else do they talk about? Like seeing that sun shift from the pole 10 degrees. It's even written in the Bible. Kings, I think, says that God moved the sun 10 degrees after an angel came down and killed 36,000 people. An angel killing people? Uh, I bet you Moses with his horns was there watching. Thank you, Michelle. How's it going, Margaret? So Justin Trudeau is banning all guns. He just confirmed it. No gun sales. No gun. You can't buy them. You can't sell them. You can't transfer your guns. So get a slingshot, a crossbow, and a machete, guys. It's the three things that you got to get. Then you're good. When someone knocks at your door and you open up your door, you won't have to be worried that you have a crossbow that's under 50 feet a second. Oh, is it going to be able to reach the door? Yeah. You answer the door with the crossbow in the crack. You watch, it'll reach. If anybody tries to get into your house or tries to loot your house, it's legal to defend yourself in your house, by the way, especially in Florida. Gotta love Florida. Hey, Pete, she is effing incredible. She is incredible with the faces. The caricatures that she does is telling you literally as good as Leonardo da Vinci. OBX Arms, man, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much. Sarcastic storage stackers in the house. How's it going, man? Deception coming at us in spades right now. Yeah, it's crazy. Hang tight, everyone. OBX Arms, thank you so much, man. Hang tight, guys, though. Hang in there. Hey, Suzanne, thank you very much. Suzanne in the house, back in the house. Thanks for coming back, Suzanne. Appreciate that. Yes. Weepy. Tu vas aller sur YouTube, puis tu vas taper Awkward Cricket Sound. Awkward Cricket Sound. C'est celle-là que j'ai pris. Funny. Funny stuff. Okay, enough of the crickets. X. It was funny. Thank you, Darla, for welcoming everyone. David, how's it going, my friend? Told you a long time ago, Artemis, one, they're never going to fly. I told you a long time ago, too. I agree with it. I agree with you. I told everyone the day I found out about Artemis that they're going to back up the project at 2027, 2028. I'm positive. Mentioned it in the last stream, too. I agree with you, man. Maybe they won't even go, like you said. Lemon theory, they are afraid we see them with telescopes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on the moon that they're afraid that we see them with a telescope. Most likely why they are smoking the surface. Because those of you who haven't seen it, I also have a video where they were smoking the surface. Imagine. Yeah, it was a nice compliment, Darla. Yeah, hi, Bruce. How you doing tonight? I'm doing good, David. Thank you so much, brother. Thanks, you guys, for coming in, eh? Cold is gone, pretty much gone. Thanks. Awesome, man. Bit of a cough, but doing good now. That's like me, man. I have a lingering cough. I had a lingering cough actually this week, and oh, geez. I go get another cup of coffee. Sorry, guys. We'll get some water. There we go. and my water. Okay, enough of that. They're going to take down my video. I am thirsty. I had some olives today. Jeez, I'm not furnishing, guys. Those olives were sweet, salty. Excuse me. Definitely. NASA's part of the deep state. NASA works for the elites. You got that 100%. You got the police officers in town that are working for the elites. And now they're getting really conniving in the States where they're actually using them like their own little soldiers. Remember Nancy Pelosi when she called the was it the American Guard? Anyways, what was it? The National Guard? I'm not sure. Forgive me, my American friends. They called the guards, the soldiers in, and they had them sleeping in the basement on their clothing and backpacks and stuff like that. And they were there for quite a while at the same time for absolutely nothing, using them to their advantage. And that's what they've been doing. A lot of coups, a lot of inside, I mean, these badasses, CIA and all that are doing things in town with the protesters themselves to cause problems. So in other words, the protesters weren't as bad as the left was assuming they were going to be. So what they did is they started lying, started doing everything against the Republicans and against the people that wanted to come in, and saying, "Oh my God, the people that wanted to come in." Do any of you actually think there weren't Democratic people out there too in front of the Capitol? I mean, come on. Everyone thinks it's just Republicans that were standing there, you know? No. There were people that were there, a lot of thugs that were there for vandalism, and all you could hear were people in front of the Capitol that day saying, no violence, no violence. We're calm, remain calm, remain calm. But you know what? They played us. The remain calm there. Come on, guys. Have you ever seen your kids listen to you when you remain calm? Yeah, listen. They need a lesson. They need a worldwide protest where everyone protests legally. I don't give a crap if they're worried about me talking about protesting. I know my laws. I think we know our laws more than those politicians know their laws. So good news for those that are interested. I'm not going to say why or how, but on October 8th, no, it would be the 28th or the 24th, maybe the 24th. Some things are going to change with the Biden administration, because on the 24th, the Biden administration is going some new leads coming up in the news in the next couple of days. So many changes are done. So NASA is definitely part of the deep state. The Pentagon, the CIA, the Defense Department, everything, the NRA, it's all the same thing. The Air Force, the Navy, they're all the military, they're all the elites are in control of them. And now, even scarier, you have the World Economic Forum, you have Bill Gates, you have Klaus Schwab, you have all these people, as he said himself, have infiltrated the Canadian cabinets, the cabinets, he said, like not just one cabinet, like all the governments, right? Infiltrate them. Oh, come on. Going to be eating bugs. You just want to slap them right side up the head, right upside the head, sorry. As if I'm not worried. I ain't going to be eating any bugs. As a matter of fact, if they starve us, I would suggest that you guys join me and we can cook them. I was thinking we round them up and eat them alive. Let me know in the comment section. We're going to round them up. Hope no one's eating right now. Hey, Jean-Louis. Denis, merci, mon frère. Bisous de la Belgique. Thanks, guys. Thanks again, OBX. Yeah, Suzanne, telling you, you'll like me for that because I like a lot of sarcasm. I hold back. I actually hold back a lot. Thank you, Darla, for sharing that link. I really do appreciate it, eh? You guys want a moon base, or go check out the moon bases and the space images that I have there, taken directly from the ISS space. No. It's just my pictures. But you do have the base there if you want it in the poster. You guys can check it out. The Divine Sorcerer is in the house. Hey, I needed Divine Sorcerer to think of this one. What are you guys doing at Halloween? I'm going to come on and here and stream on Halloween, and I don't know what we should do. Get the Ouija board out, get the candles going. You know how there's a lot of stuff happening all the time in the house here, because my house is literally haunted, and I don't know many people that have had objects move in the house. And I'll be honest with you, the biggest, toughest guy would be creeped out. I'm looking right now where it shook the Indian guy. I got an Indian little statue carving of an Indian, and I had left it probably for about 4 or 5 days on the table, maybe not 2-3 days on the table, and I had not put it up on the wall. And at one point, it started moving, it started vibrating really fast, shaking on the table. And I've had a lot of stuff. I got some ghost videos here, for you guys. Not very many paranormal videos, but I do. And I have my friend the garbage that I was talking to. That's an interesting video. The alarms that went off here, the telephone that went off, and I was actually able to document a fire, a spark appearing in the house beside the phone that was in that video answering me. Ring 7 times, ring 10 times. Okay, stop. Okay, start. It was listening to me. So here you have myself trying to do a whole bunch of tests. I mean, people that don't believe in the paranormal or ghosts, it's easy to make a ghost video and prove that it's real. You got to be quick with the questions. That was like Ouija. The questions that I'd asked when I was younger was asking if they were from other planets. We're asking if they were from, you got to ask as many questions as you can when you have someone, a presence or something. So long story short, for Halloween, I'll come on for Halloween, and we'll put the lights down, get some candles up, and we'll scare ourselves with some ghoulish stories, maybe. Or we'll just talk about the moon. That's scary enough when you think of it. Hey, Stefan, thank you very much. Stefan Wood, thank you. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks, Darla. Good evening, Mr. Gate Smasher. Hoorah, my friend Floyd. Good evening, everyone is here today. I think so. I think we really are all here. It's exactly what I was about when I said, imagine that artificial sun going wrong. Yeah. And falling down and killing people. Stop playing God or we pay the price. Definitely. And apparently there are a couple of countries that have them. The States, the UK, if I'm not mistaken, that would be underground. I think even Japan or something has it. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that one, but yes. Yeah, we got a good gang here tonight, guys. Yes, pass the grasshoppers. Pass the grasshopper. I'll have give me a bowl of hoppers and a couple of crickets and a cold one. Oh, I hate the damn legs. Legs stay stuck in the teeth. You're talking to a girl for the first time. I'll tell you what, I heard this on a redacted the other day. I think today. One thing you can do. Actually, that's true. You know what, guys? Your kids that don't like the vegetables, that are not eating vegetables, they won't eat broccoli, they won't eat cauliflower. Like me, when I was younger and when I'm older. You could turn around now and tell them, listen, You got a choice of eating the vegetables or the crickets. Vegetables. They'll be loving those vegetables in no time. MT, hello to you. Thanks for coming in, MT. Yeah, we have a lot of fun here. Muchas gracias, Monogri. Buenas noches, Bruce. Gracias a ti. Thank you very much, amiga. Hi from California. Hey, so many of my friends in California now is California. California are calling it like that now. It's so sad, eh? Yeah, California. It changed a hell of a lot. I hope it's going to change yet again, though, for the better. Hopefully. Hey, Brazil, Ronaldo Resende. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Brazil. And my Spanish speaking friends. I have some Portuguese friends, not Portuguese. Tonight should be a good night in the swamps. Oh yes, that's good, man. Activity was good last night. Yeah, I heard that. Skies are clear for meteorites watching. Yeah, and tonight's the night, buddy. Tonight is the peak. You can tell Julie too tonight are the peak in the Orion constellation. So where that orange star is, where Betelgeuse is, it's where we're going to see the Orionids. You know what? Something tells me we are going to see a shite load more with what just happened on Betelgeuse. Well, just happened 2021, a bit over 2 years ago, but still surprising, you know. It's only 9. Jeez. I thought it was later than that. Not that I want to go. We're having fun here. I remember when I asked my dad, how does the sun stay burning? And when he explained it to me, I asked why we haven't used this as a way to power things. Yeah, exactly. Coming from the mind of a kid. So that's the funny thing. When I told my mother that in China, they put up the sun, she turned around and said, well, why don't they just fuel themselves off the sun? I'm like, the sun's a bit far, but in reality, this sun 10 times stronger. Now, you know what they're going to do, right? They're going to try to build a one twice as big and then one 10 times as big. And then they're going to try to put up the moon. They already have the moon. We haven't seen that one go up. I can't wait to see that one. Like, what the hell are they going to do with the moon? Why are they putting a moon up there? It's to generate all the lights so people will not need any street lights. Apparently, everything would be off of Earth. That, in a way, that is what we need. Not in a way. We need lights, a light system that um, definitely is different than the posts and wires leading off the posts here. Sometimes just a windy day with wind from 65 to 70 kilometers an hour here in Canada or anywhere, you have those wires and posts get crooked sometimes. So we have to get away from that. Me, when I was younger, Peter, I always wondered, why the hell are the wires not underground? Why isn't everything underground? But then again, that's not much better. Earthquakes and all that. See, some of the volcanoes are starting up, eh? Yes, missiles go boom very often. It's happening a lot. For those who didn't hear the first one, Creeping Jay, the first stream, the Ariane 6 rocket is set back now to, I think, the end of 2023. So, yeah, past the roach. There's yeah. Okay, that roach, yeah, no, not a roach. That is funny. Grab a roach, you stick it in oil, cut off its head, and light its wings on fire, and it lives. So you're like, oof, okay. Yeah, you said it, Jay Henry. Yeah, I would prefer smoke them than eat them, honestly. Bruce, do you think NASA will bring any new information about the sightings? Now, ça c'est une bonne question. That is a very good story, a question, Mon ami Michel Sagnier, because NASA obviously ils sont supposés. Il était supposé d'être en communication avec les astronautes pour entendre parler de toutes les situations, tous les événements qui ont eu la chance de voir des ovnis. The astronauts are supposed to be in contact with NASA, I think, about certain UFO sightings, but like Michelle is asking, is NASA going to bring any new information about the sightings? C'est vraiment pas. I really don't know if NASA is going to even mention anything about the UFOs, which is totally weird. We talked to the director, le directeur de la NASA, là, un an. Il avait dit qu'on croit dans des extraterrestres, il doit y avoir des extraterrestres. The ones in charge, Mr. Stein, the last one that was in charge at NASA, had mentioned, "Oh, of course we believe aliens can exist. There must be life out there, and that's why we're resuming the search. It costs a lot of money to search deep space, so they're going to be asking for funds and money, but it's an inside group. It really is an inside group. That's how I look at it." He said, "We will never get to make a power source like the sun in our lifetime." And you know what? Your dad was very intelligent saying that, though, because that was basically a fact back then. And I think that now, the fact that we're seeing it, I'm surprised. But he was wrong, right? We're all wrong when it comes to thinking ahead in the future. Things often change. Ça, c'est une bonne question, Michel. Merci beaucoup, mon frère. Je ne sais vraiment pas s'ils vont mentionner quoi que ce soit avec les ovnis. Je l'espère, en tout cas. Je crois que dans quelques mois ou peut-être quelques années, in a couple of years, they will talk about it. But I'm hoping they're going to talk about it now and not make us wait all the way till then. Oh, yeah. You said it. Kendanistan. I had a good one for it. Me, when the pandemic started, I used to live in Canada. And when the pandemic started, I used to live in Canada. Welcome to Canada. Happy Friday, you too, Philosophe. Astrophilosophe. Merci. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. That's always greatly appreciated. Oh, I didn't even go yet to the news, eh? Yeah, the timing. You guys want to send me some UFO parts? That's where you can do it. Yates Smasher says you can feel the energy in the air these days. 100%, man. I'm feeling it. I'm excited to see what will be coming next as we are entering the realm we once read about. That is well said. We were all anxious and inspired for it to come to what we've been seeing in the past few years. It's just that everyone's waiting. Even me, I'm so impatient. I just want them to say there's someone on the moon. Amen. Sudbury, ben merci beaucoup. Sudbury, Ontario, j'imagine. Francine M, merci beaucoup. No, probably not Sudbury, Ontario. Peut-être pas. Désolé si je me trompe. Bruce has a soundboard in the making. Oh, yeah, that and the laugh track and everything. I'm telling you, I'd have fun. Always welcome good vibes here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Is that what we are told, or is it fact, Bruce? Was there ever an asteroid? See, that's another thing. That there will never know what's real and what's not real when they show stuff in space. And that wouldn't surprise me that it's maybe not even a real asteroid that we zoomed in on. And I'll tell you what, if I wanted to reproduce that, I could do it with the moon very easily by zooming in my camera at the end more and more, and by making the film go in faster every few frames. Like, I'm going all out, but honestly, what we saw was impressive because of the ideal of what it was, but the visual graphics of it was not very impressive. It's a lot like what Bruce gets in space, except for, oh, look, Bruce never gets in a big explosion like that on a rock. Of course not. But it wasn't impressive until he got close there. I mean, hey, not even comparable to me. I'm not comparing myself to the nice image. But from far away, when they were showing that snot really small like that, I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of the video. It took a while for them to get closer to it. I was just fascinated that they were already like aligned like on it. And gosh, I'm thirsty. Those olives. You know why I'm thirsty? Because I ate olives? Because I ate all of them. I'm so stupid tonight. NASA can hit hemorrhoids. NASA can hit hemorrhoids. Then they're worth the money. Yeah. We'll see what they're going to hit next, actually. Oh, someone disappeared. Oh, there she was. Oh, there she was. Mr. Peter Hyde, thank you so much. Hello, Bruce and all. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the incredible support. And of course, man, thanks for being a member. I really appreciate that. Oh, Lamine Theory. Absolutely. They say Apophis is coming. Yes. Apophis s'en vient vers la terre. Apophis is coming exactly. Is it 2032 or something? Let's check real quick, Apophis. April 13th at 2029. Apophis is a near Earth asteroid. It's a near Earth asteroid on top of it. Potentially hazardous asteroid with a diameter of 370 meters, which is 1,210 feet, that caused a brief period of concern in December 2004 when initial observations indicated a probability of 2.7% that it would hit Earth on April 13th, 2029. So we'll have to check that out. And this is always fun. There's always some questions here. Will Apophis hit Earth in 2029? To the world's relief. I love the way they tell you that. Oh, well, lo and behold, it's not going to hit. They have no idea what's going to hit what. To the world's relief, further refinements of the orbit of Apophis ruled out the chances of its impacting Earth for the next century. Oops. Yet the asteroid will still get extremely close to us in 2029 when it will pass just 32,000 kilometers. Okay, guys, this is going to be an interesting one. Holy shit. 2029, it will pass 32,000 kilometers from our planet. To give you an idea, that is the exact area and distance minus 100 or 200 kilometers where China is launching a satellite to study Earth, to study the atmosphere. 32,000 kilometers from our planet, swooping below the orbits. Oh, well, they just repeated what I said. That was a waste of time. It says when it will pass just 32,000 kilometers from our planet, swooping below the orbits of geostationary satellites, which is exactly what I said China's going to have up there, because they are going to be in geostationary orbit, which is an orbital rotation around Earth. It will be turning simultaneously with the rotation of Earth. And April 13th, 2029. A good thing it wasn't April 1st, eh? The guy's like, April 1st, the big asteroid's going to hit Earth. Nah, that's a joke. That's just a joke, right? Um, there's a 2027 asteroid that's between 330 and 1,000 feet. The one that's supposed to hit is called in 2027. It's called 2019 PDC. So, for those who don't know, there's a date um, that the asteroids are named with the dates, and it's the dates that they find these objects. So, it was discovered an asteroid named 2019 PDC was discovered that will come dangerously close to Earth 8 years from now on April 29th, 2027. The space rock is between, like I said, 330 and 1,000 feet in size, somewhere in between the length of 6.5 school buses to the height of two Washington monuments stacked on top of each other. That's pretty high. So, what I wanted to talk about, thanks again, Mr. Peter Hyde, on the Black Vault, we're going to go see the news of the new team that is formed to start their studies on October 24th. They're going to be NASA UAP UFO related internal communications. Nope. There it is. NASA announces unidentified aerial phenomena study team members. So, if any of you were interested in finding out some of the members, we have some freelancers. We have an astronaut. Can you guess which one it is? If I'm not mistaken, it's that one of the twins. There's one that went to space and one didn't, I think. And they compared their DNA once they came back, and apparently his DNA was changed. Kelly or something. We'll see that a bit later. It's not a long text, but it's information and news from the UFO report. And again, it's not in the news. This was declassified. I'll check, but it could be that what I'm going to read was declassified by the Information Act, or quite simply, it's something they're just coming out and talking about. No, it's release issued October 21st. It would have released it. It's archived here for reference and research purposes. NASA has selected 16 individuals to participate in its independent study team on unidentified aerial phenomena. What term did I hear the other day? I'm going to have to remember that, try to put that in the video. Non meteoritic objects. Objects that look a lot like meteors, but that are not meteors. So, 16 individuals to participate in its independent study team on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or as known natural phenomena are characterized as UAPs. So, observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or as known natural phenomena are categorized UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. That's why the object that came down to the house 15 feet from me, just at the top of the garage roof, was definitely a UAP, because I don't think it's a known phenomena, but it could be that it's a known natural phenomena. You know, the independent study will begin on Monday, October 24th, coming up, over the course of 9 months. The independent study team will lay the groundwork for future study on the nature of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, for NASA and other organizations. Fait que Michel Sagnier, si tu es encore là, nous avons une nouvelle équipe que la NASA vient d'annoncer, l'équipe de UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, pour étudier le phénomène et les captures non classifiées. Alors, ils ont dit que c'est l'équipe qui ont fondé, qui ont commencé, qui ont créé qui va avoir l'autorité pour mentionner les captures et les sites de la NASA. Sûrement prendre le relève. So they're going to take over because Michel Senier was asking us, is NASA going to be talking about UFOs? In reality, they say it right here that the study team will lay the groundwork for future study on the nature of UAPs for NASA and other organizations. Fait qu'eux autres, c'est une équipe, Michel Sagnier, qui va vraiment remplacer l'opinion de la NASA, puis que tous les renseignements, peut-être que s'ils parlent de la NASA, ça va peut-être arriver, mais ça va arriver par cette équipe. So it could possibly be that NASA talks about UFO sightings, but they're going to talk about it the team will be who's going to talk about it. Obviously, it could be the astronaut Kelly or whoever they chose to do this. The team will identify how data gathered by civilian government entities, commercial data from other sources, can potentially be analyzed to shed light on UAPs. It will then recommend a roadmap for potential UAP data analysis by agency going forward. The study will focus solely on, this is the thing, guys, on unclassified data. Data, so long the military and MUFON and Pentagon and everyone, Space Force and GARPAN and all the ufology associations, data, UFO sightings that happen once or that are rare sightings, and unless they happen several times, they wind up in a data dump. So data is not shown to the public ever, and it's not spoken about. Obviously, they're looking at the unclassified or the data. But when something is mentioned as data, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of captures that they have that's data that nobody knows about because it was only one unique sighting. Unless there's several sightings, they don't mention it. But then again, when there's lots of sightings, they're not going to mention it. The reason why they mentioned it the last time, the UFO report, is most likely because they got caught with something. We'll then recommend a roadmap, again, for potential UAP data analysis by agency going forward. So they'll focus on the team's finding will be released to the public. Oh, get this. The study will focus solely on unclassified data. A full report containing the team's findings will be released to the public mid-2023. A bit annoying, but it's important that you guys know this. At least next year, in the middle of the year, they're going to be telling us what they found. Don't count your britches. Exploring the unknown in space and the atmosphere is at the heart of who we are at NASA. Get this. Exploring the unknown in space and the atmosphere is at the heart of who we are at NASA. We're just not going to tell you frig all, said Thomas Zucker. Oh, he didn't actually say that. I'm just saying. After what he said Thomas Zurbuchen. I don't trust the people with the Z's in their names. Not like Bruce Schwartz, but I mean, that start by Z. Zuckerman, Zuckerberg. They're all bad people so far. Associate Administrator of the Science Mission Directorate at NASA headquarters in Washington. Understanding the data we have surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena critical to helping us draw scientific conclusions about what is happening in our skies. Data is the language of scientists and makes the unexplainable explainable. Not too impressed about that. Oh, guys, I need some more coffee and some more water. I'm thirsty as hell. Sorry about that. No music this time. Jeez, I'm thirsty. really appreciate you all for stopping by, you guys. I'm so thirsty. Sorry, man. Jeez. Olives. Unidentified aerial phenomena are of interest for both national security and air safety, and the studies with one of NASA's goals to, with and the study aligns with one of NASA's, I'm sorry, with one of NASA's goals to ensure the safety of aircraft, of course. So you see, they are buzzing around some of the airplanes, and I have videos here, at least 10 airplanes that are being buzzed around with UFOs. That UFOs come either in the visual view of it or in my line of view, or really close, very close to those airplanes without access to an excessive set of data. See, this is what they're talking about. There's not enough data, they say. Do you believe that? I don't believe they don't have enough data. I just believe this is a way for them to say, well, okay, we're going to tell you about this now, but what we are going to do is we're going to take our time. We're going to take a couple of years, and then they're going to come up with some really, probably some really cool captures that they could be lying about. I don't trust them at all. Their goal is to hide everything from us. It is nearly impossible to verify or explain any observation. Thus, the focus of the study is to inform NASA what possible data could be collected in the future to scientifically discern the nature of UAP. The NASA official responsible, for orchestrating the study is Daniel Evans. So remember some of these names. Maybe it's names that we don't know. There's not a lot of names that I knew in the list. The Assistant Deputy Associate Administrator for Research at NASA's Science Mission Directorate. Crazy. They have lots of. You just they would if I was working there, I would not be able to say what my position was. Like, hey, where do you work, Bruce? Oh, I'm an Assistant Deputy Associate Administrator for Research at NASA's Science Mission Directorate in Florida. It's like whatever. As previously announced, the independent study team is chaired by David Spergel, president of the Simons Foundation. NASA's brought together some of the world's leading scientists, data and artificial intelligence practitioners, aerospace safety experts, all with a specific charge, which is to tell us how to apply the full focus of science and data to UAP. So basically, from what I understand, they're going to destroy the understanding of UAPs and UFOs. I could see them already trying to make this into something that's just a phenomena. The findings will be released to the public in conjunction with NASA's principles of transparency. Unfortunately, that's what it should say. Unfortunately, the findings will be released to the public in conjunction with NASA's principles of transparency, openness, and scientific integrity. Liars. Sorry. The members, here are the members, and we'll be able to finish this off. The members of NASA's independent study team on unidentified aerial phenomena are David Spergel, like I said. So he was selected to chair NASA's independent study on UAPs. He's the president of Simons Foundation, where he was the founding director of Flatiron Institute for Computational Autophysics. His interests range from the search for planets and nearby stars to the shapes of the universe. He has measured the age, shape, composition of the universe and played a key role in establishing the standard model of cosmology. So, a MacArthur genius, fellow Spergel, has been cited in publications more than 100,000 times. He's one of them. Anna Maria Barea, an associate professor of computational and data science at George. I'm stupid, guys. I'm telling you, the more I read about these intelligent people, data science at George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia, research affiliate with SETI Institute. There we know. There's another one, another part of the gang in Mountain View, California. SETI, you see some of the brain stuff they're doing there. Crazy. Mountain View, California, and a research investigator with Blue Marble Space Institute of Science in Seattle. Research is focused on the emergence of communications and complex living systems and on data science applications in astrobiology, viruses in space. For the science of both biosignatures, technosignatures, she uses a wide range of Gangnam Style. She's boring. Frederica Bianco, a joint professor at the University of Delaware. So I'll run through them because there are 16 of them. Another smart one. Yeah. Large. Okay. She also coordinates more than 1,500 scientists for 2023 Large Synoptic Survey Telescope Science Collaboration to study the night sky in the Southern Hemisphere and discover new galaxies and stars. She has been published in more than 100 peer-reviewed papers and blah, blah, blah. She's, of course, received that Department of Energy's Innovative Development in Energy-Related Applied Science grants. Where's the crickets? Paula Bontempi, biological oceanographer. Ooh, an oceanographer. Interesting. For more than 25 years, she's the sixth dean and the second woman to lead the Graduate School of Oceanography. Okay, so she's an oceanographer. We have Reggie Brothers. I have the hiccup, something incredible. Excuse me. Reggie Brothers is the operating partner at AE Industrial Partners in Boca Raton, Florida. Boca Raton, Florida. Previously served as CEO and board member of Big Bear in Colombia, whatever that is. Maryland Brothers, also the executive vice president and chief technology officer of Paradigm. So, okay. Don't really know these people, though. Jen Buss, CEO of Potamus Institute Policy. What does she do? She is nationally recognized as an authority in her field for science and technology, trends analysis, and policy solutions. Never heard of these people. Nadia Drake, a freelance science journalist. Yeah. Guess what journalists from what magazine? It's the ones that talk about the moon. If it's not the History Channel, National Geographic. She regularly writes for Scientific American too. Yeah. And specializes in covering astronomy, astrophysics, planetary sciences, and jungles. Could you imagine working for this team? What you would do, what your line of work would consist of, but how much secrecy you would have to have. I mean, it would be horrible. Everything and anything that you would find, you'd have to keep it secretive and private to this group of I don't know, agents, I guess. Who else? We got Mike Gold, executive vice president of civil space and external affairs at Redwire in Jacksonville, Florida. Prior to Redwire, Gold held multiple leadership roles at NASA. Okay, so outstanding leadership medal for his work in 2020. Gold was appointed by the U.S. Secretary of Transportation to serve as chair of the Commercial Space Transportation Advisory Committee from 2012 until he joined NASA in 2019. Cricket. David Grinspoon, senior scientist at Planetary Science Institute in Tucson, Arizona, and serves as a frequent advisor to NASA on space exploration. You would see this guy's face. You would not believe me that NASA's asking him about space research. They don't call me. Former inaugural Baruch S. Bloomberg NASA Library Congress something chair in astrobiology of some type of SETI institution to biological something. And his research focuses on comparative planetology, especially regarding climate evolution and the implications of habitability on Earth like planets. Wow. He was awarded the Carl Sagan Medal. So, okay, who else? Here's one of the astronauts that came back from space not that long ago. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's retired. Yeah, he's retired. Scott Kelly is one of the astronauts that is going to be on the team. Former NASA astronaut, test pilot, fighter pilot, and retired U.S. Navy captain. So you see, NASA astronaut, he was a test pilot, a fighter pilot, which he has seen so many UFOs, I bet you. And he definitely wants to be part of the team now. How cool is that? He commanded the International Space Station Expedition 26, 45, and 46. He was also the pilot of Space Shuttle Discovery for the third Hubble servicing mission. He was selected for a year-long mission to the space station, where he set the record at the time. I don't know if you guys remember, for the total accumulated number of days spent in space. Prior to NASA, Kelly, the astronaut, was the first pilot to fly the F-14 with a new digital flight control system. Ooh. He flew the F-14 Tomcat and Fighter Squadron VF-143 aboard the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, another important vessel. He is a two-time New York Times best-selling author. Okay. Who else? Matt Mountain, the president of the Association of Universities for Research and Astronomy. I mean, think of the people that are in this, guys. Okay. Matt Mountain, the president of the Association of Universities for Research and Astronomy, known as AURA, except AURA. At AURA, Mountain oversees a consortium of 44 universities nationwide and 4 international affiliates who help NASA and the National Science Foundation build and operate observatories, including NASA's Hubble telescope and James Webb Space Telescope. He also serves as a telescope scientist for James Webb, a member of its science working group, and he's a former director of the Space Telescope Science Institute in Baltimore and the International Gemini Observatory in Hawaii. Whoa. Okay. So why would they have somebody that's working on the James Webb Telescope to be part of the team? So that means look at it the way you want. James Webb Telescope, they started out on their first mission as a secret project. Also, they have this guy who's in charge of Webb, by the way, okay, who is also a part of this team, which means he's going to be the mouth probably for Webb Telescope and informing the team of what's going on in further out in space. So they're going to have this team. You'll have that freelancer journalist or whatnot that's going to be maybe in the jungles. I mean, who knows? From this team, from what I see, they have people with competencies to be in the oceans, to be in jungles, and some of them are professional planet searchers and are in charge of many universities and large telescopes. So I can only imagine how the Christmas parties would be really cool talking about stuff. But Warren Randolph, Deputy Executive Director of the Federal Aviation Administrator's Accident Investigation and Prevention for Aviation Safety Department. Whew. He has an extensive background in aviation safety at the Federal Aviation Administration, also FAA, and is currently responsible for setting and implementing safety management system principles and using data to inform the assessment of future hazards and emerging safety risks. So we have Walter Scott. the executive vice president of chief technology officer of Maxar in Westminster, Colorado, a space technology company that specializes in Earth intelligence and space infrastructure. Imagine saying I'm a professional in space infrastructure when we have one object in space, right? Like, what's he in charge of the ISS space station? What infrastructure in space? Walter Scott. Joshua Semeter. We're near the end here. Joshua Semeter, a professor of course, electrical and computer engineering, as well as the director of the Center for Space Physics at Boston University. He researches interactions between Earth's ionosphere. So we could possibly have somebody from HARP here. Earth's ionosphere and the space environment activities. Oh yeah, he could be from HARP. Activities in Semeter's lab include the development of optical and magnetic sensor technologies, radar experiment design and signal processing, application of tomographic and other inversion techniques to the analysis of distributed multi-mode measurements of the space environment. Jesus, so many of them. How many is left? Okay, there's 2 left. Karen Toner, the acting executive, watch the trolls mods, acting executive director of the FAA's Office of Aviation Policy and Plans. Previously, she served as the director of the FAA's global strategy, where she led the FAA's international strategy and managed threats to international civil aviation. So it's all about the threats. And so apparently, I guess the military have some problems with some of these lights. Shelley Wright, the last but not least, is an associate professor of physics at the University of California, San Diego's Center for Astrophysics and Space Studies. She specializes in galaxies, supermassive black holes, and building optical and infrared instruments. She looks like a mother, a regular, innocent little mother at home. Doesn't look like I don't know. Doesn't look like a science person. Infrared instruments for telescopes using adaptive optics, such as integral field spectrographs. Some smart woman right there. She is a search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI researcher. She works at SETI, an instrumentalist. She's also the principal investigator for the UC San Diego Optical Infrared Laboratory. Of course, previously she was an assistant professor at the University of Toronto's Dunlap Institute. Because you see, a lot of institutions and a lot of universities are all implicated in some of these secret projects or whatnot projects that they are doing. Aleos Valatla, merci beaucoup, mon frère. Sky Welder, thanks so much, man. I pay to stop reading. I pay to stop reading. Love you, bro. Okay, I'm done. But hey, man, that's the new team. Thank you very much. That's the new team of people that's going to be studying UAPs, guys. So we're going to have all the associations in reality. You can be sure you have one of them, the CIA agent. You're going to have someone from the FBI there, probably. You're going to have someone from this, someone from there. Thanks, Sky Welder. Oumuamua looks like a big ship. It really does, Lisa B. As a matter of fact, a lot of the NASA, the scientists were actually saying that it probably is something not like an asteroid, but more like an alien object. Not necessarily saying they're ships, but I would probably think something like that for sure. POFIS is coming 2029, and we have one 2027. 2029, April 13th, and 2027, April 26th, or something like that. or April, whatever that's coming. John Herb's in the house. I got a question. Why doesn't NASA put a live video feed? Oh, you think Kelly caught it, Peter? Most likely, since the time you had it. Michidou, salut la gang. How are you today, Bruce? Ça va super bien, Michidou. Thank you. Merci. Got a question, says John Herb. Why doesn't NASA put a live video feed on the moon beaming back to Earth 24/7? That's a hell of a good question, man. John, a couple of people have mentioned that when they came here. Irajima just jumped on. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of you. I get over 2,000 comments on these streams, about 2,000 comments on the streams, and I probably only get to about 1,000. Do I get to 1,000? No, probably not. I try though. So for those that I have missed, forgive me. If you want a moon base, that's where you got to go. Every video has it. Vincent, hit that like button. I thank you very much, brother, for that, man. Thank you, guys. You see, that's a good one, eh? Why doesn't NASA have a camera on? They left cameras there, by the way. Have a camera looking back at Earth, and why doesn't NASA have a 24/7 camera on the moon? Close enough, like just a whole view of the moon. All the time in the sky. It's so stupid that they don't have that. It really is silly. My friend Richard, Space Stuff. Hello, Bruce and all. Richard Williams from Astor, Florida, USA. Here, hope all is well with everybody. Doing good, man. Thank you so much. And thanks for the interest, you guys, and the support, man, Richard, for being a member, man, and everything, the contributions, the comments. I love you guys for it. I can't thank you enough. It really helps. Mon ami Aleos Valatla. Thank you very much, brother. And if NASA too lazy, why doesn't Elon do it? Yeah, that's right, John. Well, you know what, They're probably warning him to slow down. 8:20. What am I doing at 8:20? Thank you, OBX. I'm going to scroll up here. Scrolling down there. Sorry, guys. Bebop's in the house. Bebop. Bebop, Balooba. Great mythology, not such a myth, I think, too. Yeah, that's another thing. Aleos Valatla made a hell of a nice couple hour stream the other day that was talking about mythology. He was talking about the Anunnaki, and he was showing the gold and the art and everything that some of the ancient cultures had. I'm telling you, the ancient cultures were far more advanced than us. Ben oui, certain. Avec plaisir, Michel Sagnier. Mes amis français prennent le temps de venir, ben vous allez avoir du français, mes amis. Yvonne, Sébastien, comment ça va? Merci, Yvonne. I see a name and I automatically go in French. Yvonne. Bonjour, Yvonne. Tu vois que la chaîne va fermer vite. Il n'y aura plus personne ici. Did you see the part? I have registered uncirculated photos. I did not. That's what I say, Jay Henry. Absolutely agree with that, boy. Maureen Hex, your first time here. No advertising, please. I prefer have my community stick around here. Thank you. I have video and photos of everything I am sharing. Me too. Casa Nostra. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for being here, man. Yes, Pat. I noticed time keeps on slipping into the future. Things are going faster. That's what I find. Things are going faster. The days are going by faster. The nights are going by faster. I'm getting up at 3 in the morning now. All month I've been getting up at 3 in the morning. Yeah, you said it. NASA never a straight answer. I like saying NASA, not a secret anymore. That's what they are. They're not a secret anymore. Still at 8:32. Sheesh. There's a lot of people here tonight. I'm really happy, you guys. If I have a hard time reaching everyone, it's because there's a lot of people here. Mr. OBX Arms, again, thanks again, you guys. I'll have to scroll down. I don't want to miss anyone there. Irish Alien. Hey, Bruce, how are you doing? Love from Ireland, brother. Thank you very much, my friends in Ireland. Beth Noyce is in the house. Thank you very much, Beth. Every video I've got has crickets in the background. Me too. Yep. Rest in peace. Remember Bebop, Darla? I do. She gone. Smoky hazy moon, the perfect camouflage. Hey, Bruce? Yes. Absolutely. It, it's the perfect camouflage. It's something maybe even done in a natural way where they can keep producing that, or it's being produced by itself because of the humidity or whatnot. It's the easiest thing to do. And no matter how good the quality of your telescope is, or how big your telescope is, it's like saying, grab your telescope and film through clouds. There's a limit. Clouds it's hard to see through. Mind you, my Celestron CGXL HD telescope does see through clouds. It literally does, by the way. When you guys watch the moon that I'm filming and it's really jumpy and oscillating, it's because it's a cloudy day, but I can still film the moon, and it sees absolutely right through it. His Highness Ottawa, thank you very much. I hope I said hello to you before, because I did see you last stream too, brother. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Sky Welder, thanks so much, man. You ever thought about an OTA? Yeah. Um, we go to Mount giveaway. We could all kick in and make a true believer out of a lucky deserving member. You choose criteria. You ever thought about an OTA? Go to Mount giveaway. We could all kick in and make a true believer out of a lucky deserving member. Do you mean exactly? I'm not sure what you mean, brother. You ever thought of an OTA? You mean OTA go to Mount giveaway? You mean like giving away a telescope, you mean? It's my dream, man, to be able to do that. Me, honestly, if there was so many damn people here, I'd be giving away my 14-inch telescope every 2 years. I'd be getting a new one. I don't know if that's what you meant, man. Thanks for the generous contributions, too. I could barely have one cup this late. Begin to geek out. That's the coffee, you mean, my friend? Some people are like that. Actually, that's true. I'm down in coffee. It's like 10 o'clock. I needed coffee because I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock. It's going to be 24 hours. I've been up in a couple hours. Not tired at all. No, guys, this was. Je les ai perdus mes cliquets. Je l'ai fermé mon poste. This music reminds me of my personal Finance teacher, yes. Time for a banana split. George Slouse, that sounds pretty good. Definitely. So no more hunting in Canada? That's right. No revenue either. Yeah, you said it. That's very true what you said. So now he really went through with it. No buying, no sales, no transfers. So that means crossbow, less than 50 feet. The travel less than 50 feet per second, I guess, something like that. Jeez, I tell you guys, I'm dehydrated. He goes, I know you say it every time you take a sip of your water. Mineral water, by the way. I'll take what's on the dark side of the moon, Bruce, for 100. Yes. Dark side of the moon. What year and what was the name of the satellite that Russia sent around the moon for the first time to take pictures and document the moon? Gate Smasher? Sputnik 1. That could be another thing that's not even real. Sputnik 1. Oh, is it getting hot now? What the heck is going on with that? Or is that the coffee? Guys, it's October 21st, and I got my fan on and the windows open. Stephen A is in the house. We had another good stream, guys. Safe house, Delta. Thank you very much for being here. You know, guys, that group that I just named, it's a group of people that are going to be doing the studies that are starting on April 24th. Hopefully, we're going to be hearing about that team, but unfortunately, they say that we're not going to be hearing about a conjunction or disclosure about that till mid 2023. And of course, when 2023 comes around, mid 2023, then they're going to extend that probably a bit longer, most likely. I'll be answering questions. Yes, chemtrail cough. Like in the last video, guys, check out the last video, the apocalyptic sky. No saturation. It's the orange leaves on the tree with the orange hue that's traveling inside of the haze, fogs, and clouds. And it's just hard to see it blinding outside, but the skies are getting more and more different. And I don't know if you notice, but the sun now is always setting in the southwest. So not quite in the west like it used to be. It used to be at my back door. Okay, the back door, but just off to the left, a little bit off to the left, and that is the exact west. But now the sun is setting on the side of my house. So when I moved here and I started this channel too, okay, I've been living here for 11 years, and the sun has always been at the back. Last year, it started rotating this way very rarely, 2-3 days a year. But now we saw it all year, and it's sitting there. And I've never seen the sun go back to the other end there, not once this year. So it's really shifted. I don't know if it's shifted 10 degrees, but I would say it's at least shifted 5 degrees, if not 10 degrees. For sure. And Masako Aleaus. That's only 8:40 now. Jeez. Martin Conyard, thanks for being here, man. Sorry to say that I have to go now, Brew. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry I missed you, man. Peace out. HOB is here, home from working now to Bruce's research. Love it. Harry and Callie, thanks, man. His Highness in the house. While at the same time forcing the peons to get the shot, yeah, and get kicked out of the military. That is another thing. Guys, is there some good news in the military of the U.S.? hiccups. Jesus, Murph have problems. Mineral water. Recently, right? They stopped forcing the military people, I think, to get the shots. I mean, a lot of people uh, had to leave. They quit. They lost their careers, and unfortunately, there's some suicides and stuff that I started to hear about because people are basically going to give up when you're forced to take something that you don't want to take, and you know that it's poison or something, but that you're going to lose your military career. You can't because you have to support your family at home. Maybe you have a good retirement coming up. It's very, very sad that they use the people um, against their own will. Solarhead, thank you very much. Had an amazing stream today, guys. Salutations, Magda. Let's go, Brandon, says Mark Hall. Oh. Is Pinky here? Minky Pinky, no? I'm telling you, Stephen A., we eat them. We wait till the elites, you know. Bill Gates is tracking us. So what I said is one night, like Halloween or something like that, we should all start slowly walking towards Bill Gates. He's going to be sitting there with his tracking device saying, what the hell is going on? How come they're coming towards me? While he's sitting in the spa. Yeah, you said it, OBX Arms. How about a bowl of Schwab stew? Because it probably a stew that would taste like shit. Sorry, I had to say that. Klaus Schwab. I mean, that guy can't go to. You imagine that guy going to a restaurant or a McDonald's, walking into McDonald's to order something. He's gonna get the shit beat out of him. Cindy in the house. God had me move. Got chicken, 10 turkey, and a quail. Feeding ourselves and others already. That is awesome. You know, it's a game changer. My own mother is saying, you know, a lot of people are getting chickens in their yard, and you have the eggs. It was very smart when she said what she said, and it's true. You know, that gardens are going to have to, you know. Oh, that's right. We did have a Halloween stream, eh? I put on some scary something that I made. I'd have to do something unique for it. Hey, always, man. If the moon's out, I'm definitely going to stream that. Well, that's something we can do. Is what I'll do is I'll make whatchamacallit, those live streams that people can participate live, and we'll do the filming. Jeez, I've been up for almost 24 hours, guys. I think I did pretty good. I did pretty good. All thanks to you guys. I mean, I was inspired. I didn't answer any comments on the last video, so I hope you all know that I will be answering the comments from tonight and tomorrow. I answer all comments on the videos. So if you want me to answer you back and you want to leave a comment, well, feel free to leave a comment. Bebop is blocked. That was a troll. It came back. They're all coming back, Darla. The old trolls are back from the dead. They really are, Francine M. I think they are. I think I'm blessed. I've had the chance all my life to have all these spiritual encounters and a whole bunch of things happening. Aleos Valatla, je te remercie beaucoup pour les contributions, mon frère. Very generous, my friend. I can't thank you enough, guys. Bebop Shigon. The power. I would love so much if you stream live the moon. Yeah, and I don't have access to be able to do that. I don't have a phone either. I wish I did. And It's the setting up outside. It's too far because I don't have the computer to bring outside. One thing I wanted to do, I was supposed to do it this summer, is I would have wanted to fix up trying to do the infrared at night, but I had to have no choice but to bring the computer outside. Almost no choice because I don't have a long enough wire. Obviously, I don't even have a wire, as a matter of fact. Francine M, absolutely. You'd have to look in the video section, the exact titles, paranormal, ghost, in my house. It's real activity. I mean, you literally see a ghost spark up before me. I filmed it, made like a little square, like a little portal, a little square rectangle, and with a little a whole bunch of little square boxes beside it, like it was moving across the room. I was able to capture that. The videos are up. All the videos are up. I put it both on the member side and on this side too. I wish I remember the title. You look up ghosts in the search and videos, you're going to fall right on it. Yeah, well, it's in MT. Somebody says, Bruce, start doing some ghost videos. Uh, I would. There's no ghosts. Like the house is haunted here, literally, but not been able to get ghosts every night, and I don't hear them every night. Really don't hear them every night. It's like once every 3 weeks, once every 2 months sometimes. I hope you do find them, Francine. Listen, Francine, if ever you don't find them, I'll try to put a little snippet back in one of my next videos or something like that. So, guys, I had a really good time with you all. I'm starting to not even be able to talk anymore. I could do tarot readings for people in the chat for Halloween. Okay, well, it's stuff like that. Soul Ahead, yes, absolutely. And instead of doing it in the chat, stick around. Any of you, even if there's more than one that want to do cards, come on with me instead. But you don't have to. Not everyone wants to show themselves. Not everyone is set or equipped or wants to be online. They have families or whatever. But feel free to do it in the comment section or come right on with me. And that way I'll just leave you the screen, man. And we can start pulling some people. That'll be fun. That will be fun, actually. I'm going to kiss a fool here. Yeah, you know what, OBX Arms? Listen, man, back when I was younger, I played it and I met a girl called Leia that talked to me about the Vietnam War. They talked to me about Viet Cong, about her being burnt alive in the school. And I played it recently at Christmas because I bought one. And it didn't move when I was alone as compared to, oh, that's creepy. It's like somebody touched my arm. It didn't work. So when it doesn't work, I don't force it, like I said, but I don't fuck around with Ouija boards, that's for sure. But when I'm with somebody that has the energy and one of my friend, the board always works. Julie, it's just called night mode. It's not the greatest, but works. How come I didn't see Julie's stats once tonight? I'm going to go down. Oh, yeah, she's there, of course. Sorry, Julie. I've been ignoring Julie all day. Say it, Julie. Not the ghost. The government has an eye on you. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's true, Jose. Jose, you get that all. Merci. Thank you. Paranormal subject in general is so very interesting too. Back-ass words, weird world. It really is. For those of you who want to know, when's the 31st? Unless it's a Friday, I'm already going to be streaming a Friday. But I will be on for Halloween night, and we'll talk about ghost stories, and we'll talk about a whole bunch of things. We'll talk about scary situations. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do some research on some paranormal, maybe come up with some really scary stuff. I've been seeing this forum where I know a lot about um, a priest for the Catholic Church that does exorcisms. He started out watching exorcisms and participated over 148 exorcisms, and then started doing them himself. He's seen people levitate from the ground. He's seen people vomit black, dark blood and stuff. It was crazy, the stories he was saying. But you know what? He said that he doesn't record, the church doesn't record um, the um, the events. They don't record. Am I going to say it? I was saying crucifixions. No, we're not going to crucify anyone. They don't record them. The priests do not record him. He comes in, he puts on his purple whatever around his neck, and he starts immediately saying all the words and everything he has to do to relieve the spirit or ghost from inside of the devil from inside of this person. He does a test to see first if there's a demon in the person. He blesses them, blesses the house first, and then he puts holy water on them, and often that's where they, that's where they come to life, if you want. Well, it is 10 o'clock, everyone, and I'm really sorry again for not having been able to answer all the comments. There's a lot of people here this evening. I'm really happy. Todd B. So building on the moon is built to fashion the moon surface. Wonderful news. Yes, that's well said, and it's really, really true. From beautiful Port Angeles, Washington State. Thank you very much. Yes, beautiful Washington State. Thank you very much. T. Port Angeles, too. Welcome. And thanks for stopping by. I guess chocolate crickets can be too bad. I'd suck the chocolate off them and just spit out the crickets. Well, UK, United Kingdom, England, get ready. This week in the grocery stores, they will be selling bugs. I'd leave your country. That's what I do. Things get too weird. Here we go. I can go live in the woods, but the scariest things are in the wood, though. Yeah, Donnie, that's some interesting stuff, brother. I'm going to be analyzing it too, what it looks like. As a matter of fact, it's called a sun in a box. So what happens is there's this reaction where atoms are compressed. They compress, and then a nuclei forms, and then it heats up, and it heats up, and it heats up, and then it fusions. They were able to let it last for a long time. China's goal is to let the sun up in the atmosphere all the time, but they're going to be doing several tests. So it is exciting. We are going to see a lot of new launches and certain things, which is really weird that they launched the sun. So we'll see what happens. No, thanks. I'm anaphylactic. Teacher, eat this bug. Teacher, leave those bugs alone. French, Spanish, English. Haha. Yes, see. Jose, check out my Russian video. I have a Russian video up, but we're not allowed talking about Russia anymore, unfortunately. Yet. It's all I'll say. Yabostroviska. NASA, not a straight answer. That's right. I say now, not a secret anymore, is how I look at it. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I believe that OBX, and the scary part there, your soft kill. There's some expressions that you hear: soft kill, slow kill. It's the goal of the New World Order is to kill us off slowly. That I never understood. Why? It's because I'm starting to believe now they're really experimenting. on certain products. Is it because they're experimenting for products for people that are off of this planet or what? I don't know. But I believe that bugs are a soft kill program. It's not good for our health. That's for sure. Crickets and cabbage chirp and pop. Yeah. Amy Lynn, hello to you. Just about to get off, and I'm sorry for anyone that I missed. I'll eat just anything and have. Don't know what you will eat until you are really starving. And have don't know what you eat will eat. Yeah, that's it. Well, I confirm that I'll be dead. I won't be eating the bugs. I'll be eating bark. I'll be licking people's arms and backs before that. Before I start eating bugs. But you said it, Gate Smasher. Until you're really stuck. I was camping out in the woods, and I was having so much fun hell of a long time ago. I saw some spirits that night. Actually, I got a lot of stories to tell you guys. Halloween, I'll tell you, and maybe Solarhead will be with us, so that'll be cool. So, I was in the woods, and we had to stay there for an extra day. I wanted to stay there an extra day, but I had a couple of beers with me. Didn't have any food. So a few actually, good thing, right? If you're camping, you don't want food, you want beer. But then I went into the woods and I started gathering nuts and berries and flowers and eating sap and a whole bunch of things. And I laughed. I said, "Sheesh, we're talking about that at that time." I said, living it rough, it's not the same, when you have nothing to eat. I love the way Klaus Schwab says you should eat the bugs. Many of the countries eat the bugs. And I answered in the comment section, like, yeah, dickweed, they eat bugs because they don't have any money and they don't have any money to buy food. Build a McDonald's. I'm sure they'll stop at the fucking crickets, right? Everyone's like crickets. They like bugs. No, nobody likes bugs. Nobody likes bugs. You're not going to tell me mealworms are good. Okay. It's because it's protein. Well, I'll tell you what. If we're making sons and creating hybrids and growing ears on the backs of mice, maybe we could grow some protein. Duh. What's the problem with protein? You're not going to tell me in a lab in 3-4 hours or in 24 hours, they can't come out with a freaking block of protein that is breakable, like biodegradable or something that breaks down soft enough for us to eat and just put flavor in it. I mean, it's so stupid. You're not going to have me eat any bugs. I'll tell you that. We eat so many spiders and bugs in a lifetime, apparently, while we're sleeping, but that's the only time I try it. Marcus Free. Thanks for being here, man. I'm sorry for missing you guys. Français Québec, esti. Hey, après l'anglais, barnac. Saint-Denois. Bebop was an asshole. Lots of assholes that stop by here. C'est qu'il y a demain? C'est qui se passe demain? Demain, sur la chaîne française, je vais parler en anglais, esti. So that was the goal of Bebop, talking to everyone, pretending that it wasn't some bitchy person. A lot of trolls this week are coming back. What did I miss? If Bebop said something, it's a lie. All the study will result in swamp gas and weather balloons. Yes, Walter. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, it turns out we don't know this, we don't think it's that, or we don't know what it is, or we think it's this, but I don't think it's that. I mean, it'll be just little things. It's the smoke, Adam. Because I'm outside smoking a spliff and I can't see anything. It's the smoke. You're being smoked out. Connie Lingus, sorry. Not Canny, but Connie. You are so sweet, Julie. Thank you very much. If you guys want to join me on the French live stream demain, mes amis québécois, stoy. Demain, samedi, en direct sur la chaîne OVNI Québec Astronomie. Venez joindre la conversation. Il va y avoir beaucoup de choses dont on va parler. Thanks, everyone. Absolutely, John. Fusion is fusion. You see, that's the thing, eh? It's actually fusioning, and it's doing fission also. FISSION and fusion. When people talk about the sun and people say the sun has fire on it, and then somebody says, no, there's no fire on the sun. In reality, yeah, there's fire, but it's because it's fusioning. It's burning of the nitrogen and everything, repetitively burning and spontaneously all the time, always reacting with the environment around it. But yeah, nuclear fusion, it's the fusion part. Like what was that in with the trade centers when they said that it created some type of fission or fusion? There's the word that I'm looking for. When all the levels started breaking down, they said it was because of the heat, that it got hotter and hotter and it ate through the metal. But in reality, they said it would have been a demolition. The only thing that would have caused that was a demolition. Because when we saw the trade center centers fall, including the buildings in the back that fell, it was demolition. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I am getting off now, guys. I love you all so much, and I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough for the amazing support, and thanks to the mods for being here. My haunted life. I did not see you, my friend. I'm sorry, guys and gals, those that I missed. And of course, I got to about 8:53, even though it's 10 o'clock now. I'm sorry about that, but I have to admit, on a eu tout un stick de bon live, a very good live stream. We have my French friends were here too. Thank you very much. And of course, the English are always so patient when I start talking French or Spanish. Gracias, mi amigos de España, for coming over to mi canal de investigación also. No, I have to work on the Spanish part. But check out my Russian videos also at the same time. All right, guys, I'll talk to you very soon. I'm going to start working on another video outside. Be outside checking the Orionids. It's 10:13 right now here. So I'll be checking in the comment section too. If you guys leave any comments. And you can't be here every day, and some of you are. So I'm really grateful for all the incredible support you guys and gals give the channel. I love you all very much. We'll talk to you all very soon. You must be tired of seeing me by this time. Thanks again, everyone. Talk soon. Bye-bye for now. Thanks, mods.